10 of the biggest scandals in the music industry. The world of music is entertaining to all of us. From catchy tunes to star-like personalities, there's something about the music industry that endears us from an early age. However, the life of a pop star isn't always all fame and fortune. Welcome to Toporo. Toporo is where we count down the best and leave out the rest. Today, we're going to take a look at 10 of the biggest scandals from the world of music. Let's get started. Number 10. Ashlee Simpson lip sync. This one is a little more comical and unfortunate than it is a scandal. But it just goes to show just how much deception can go into pushing stardom for those chosen by record label executives to exemplify it. During a 2004 SNL performance, Ashlee Simpson, younger sister of Jessica, was caught lip syncing when a pre-recorded backing track of her singing inadvertently began playing at the wrong time. Simpson was extremely embarrassed and began doing an awkward dance to shake it off. She then apologized as the show went off the air later that night. Simpson was eviscerated by the media, and her musical career that was truly just beginning was completely over before it ever really got a chance to begin. Number 9. Drake Ghostwriting. In the world of hip-hop, being able to cleverly craft your own unique lyrics makes all the difference in the amount of stardom and respect you demand. At the height of his rise to complete stardom in 2015, Drake was briefly damaged when fellow rapper Meek Mill announced on Twitter that the Canadian star didn't write his own lyrics. This sparked outrage and plenty of questions from the hip-hop community, and the two embarked on a fiery, albeit brief beef, with multiple diss tracks aimed at one another being released for public consumption. This story has a happy ending, however, as the two have settled their differences and are now frequent collaborators. Number 8. Sinead O'Connor and the Pope. In 1992, famed singer-songwriter Sinead O'Connor took the opportunity during her performance on NBC's Saturday Night Live to protest Pope John Paul II and the sexual assault charges that had been levied against the Catholic Church. During a cover of Bob Marley's War, O'Connor presented a photo of the Pope before tearing it into hundreds of pieces and throwing it onto the ground and shouting, "Fight the real enemy." In the wake of the demonstration, NBC received thousands of complaints, with a bunch of fellow industry artists coming out against O'Connor's actions. While time would prove O'Connor to be justified, at the time of the accusations against the church were fresh and shocked. 10 years after the performance marked the first time the Pope acknowledged sexual abuse by members of the clergy. Number 7. Kanye West and Taylor Swift. The 2009 MTV VMA Awards were shaping up to be another solid show, full of star-studded performances and appearances. As Taylor Swift was announced as the winner of the Best Female Video and began her acceptance speech, rapper Kanye West famously rushed the stage, stole the microphone from her, and announced that Beyoncé should have won the award. This left Swift standing awkwardly on stage, and the production had to quickly cut to commercial. This was a huge story, making it all the way to the Oval Office, where then-President Barack Obama was asked about the incident and called Kanye a jackass. The event also kicked off a long-standing feud between the artists, which still hasn't been officially squashed today. Number 6. Chris Brown and Rihanna. During the late 2000s, power couple Chris Brown and Rihanna seemed to be a match made in heaven. Both are at the top of the industry, and people everywhere itched for any new stories regarding their love for one another. In 2009, a story was released that did just the opposite. Chris Brown assaulted Rihanna, leaving her with now famous facial injuries, which landed her in the hospital. While one would think that Brown's career would have been finished there, surprisingly, it wasn't. Both artists have been able to move past the ordeal and continue to be successful in the industry. Number 5. Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction. During the halftime show of Super Bowl 38 between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots, fans were treated to a performance by two of the most popular artists at the time, Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson. As their final song was ending, Timberlake yanked off part of Jackson's top that was supposed to be made to tear away. However, the top malfunctioned, and Jackson's bare breast was briefly revealed to the world. The fallout was enormous, and a new term, wardrobe malfunction, was created. Not a halftime show goes by, even 20 years later, where fans don't think back to Janet's unfortunate display. Number 4. Michael Jackson allegations. Janet isn't the only member of the Jackson family to have struggled with scandal. Her most famous brother Michael, who was the epitome of the music industry for as long as he lived, was famously accused multiple times during his life of being a child abuser. Michael vigorously denied these allegations until his untimely death. However, a recent documentary titled Finding Neverland all but confirmed that the allegations were true. While the fallout is not nearly as consequential as it would be if he were still alive, it is still hard to accept that the King of Pop was capable of such malicious actions. Number 3. Kanye West and George W. Bush. Leave it to Kanye to appear more than once on this list. In 2005, in the wake of the devastating effects of Hurricane Katrina on New Orleans and surrounding areas, West and actor Mike Myers appeared as guests on an NBC Relief Fund concert titled A Concert for Hurricane Relief. While he should have been reading off a teleprompter, urging his fans to donate to the good cause, West went off script and famously stated that George Bush doesn't care about black people. The line was met with the heated debate. But one thing that was for sure is that it helped bolster Kanye into the household name that he is today. Number 2. Britney Spears Breakdown. Fame can take a toll on a person, and there is no better example of this than the former Princess of Pop, Britney Spears. After enjoying huge success in the early 2000s, the pop star digressed into a very ugly, very public mental breakdown in 2006 and 2007. Stemming from a failed marriage and the death of a relative, Spears shaved her head bald, entered into rehab facility, and lost custody of her children. This was an impactful event in the industry, as it gave everyday people a unique insight into the life of a star and proved that it might not be all that it is cracked up to be. Number 1. Marvin Gaye's murder. At the height of a gigantic, successful career, Motown singer and songwriter Marvin Gaye, nicknamed the Prince of Soul, was famously shot and killed by his father at his home in Los Angeles. The news was spread quickly, and fans everywhere mourned heavily at the loss of the icon. The event has led to Gaye being a continued star, having won a ton of posthumous awards, and even as recently as 2018, being featured on a first-class stamp of the United States. Gaye may have been taken much too soon, but beautiful songs such as How Sweet It Is will live on forever as a reminder of his heart and talent. What do you think of our list? What are some music industry scandals that we missed? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And as always, please like and subscribe for more. This is Toporo, and we're out.